The biggest problem in your life isn't lack of opportunity, it's too much tolerance for your own weakness. There's a version of you that settles for scraps, procrastinates, negotiates on promises, chases cheap validation, and calls it a tough phase. As long as that version runs the show, you'll never go spectacular. Today, you're seeing exactly where it hides and why you've been feeding it. You feel it. Don't fake it. That sense you could be on another level, better body, sharper mind, more respect, more presence. But every chance to raise the bar, something drags you back to comfortable, easy, later. It's not lack of ability. It's weak identity propping up weak habits. This isn't motivation. It's confrontation. Becoming spectacular isn't adding new shit. It's cutting what sabotaged you for years. Listen up. We start with what you avoid facing. It shows when you promise and don't deliver. When you swallow disrespect in silence, then complain alone later. When you skip the workout 'cause not in the mood. When you grab your phone to escape discomfort. Not bad luck, not a phase. It's a pattern. This inner chump isn't screaming. He's subtle, dressed as excuses. Sounds reasonable. Says you deserve rest. Tomorrow you'll catch up. It's not worth the stress. And you buy it. But get this straight. Every time you cave, you lock in that identity. Every negotiation with discipline teaches your brain your word means nothing. When your word loses weight with you, the world notices. That's where small disrespects start. Small concessions, invisible defeats. The problem isn't messing up. It's getting used to it and calling it normal. Most guys lose here, preferring victim mode over owning the same weak moves every day. You weren't born this way. Nobody is born negotiating promises, dodging responsibility, chasing validation like oxygen. It got installed slowly, quietly, when pleasing felt safer than standing tall, when distraction killed anxiety faster than facing shit, when blaming the setup beat fixing your behavior. The world helped. Instant rewards, cheap dopamine, constant comparison, digital approval, all built to keep you comfortable and average. Repeated comfort becomes identity. Identity becomes autopilot. Autopilot becomes destiny. You don't wake up weak one day. You wake up repeating what you've always repeated. Understanding the install doesn't excuse staying the same. Explanation doesn't replace responsibility. Trauma doesn't justify permanent patterns. Eventually, the story stops mattering. The decision weighs heavy. Most stall here. Owning responsibility hurts more than blaming the past. You think it costs nothing. It costs everything, every day. Price starts small. Missed workout, avoided talk, postponed goal. Seems nothing. Repetition turns it into pattern. Pattern builds reputation. First, you lose self-respect. That inner voice knowing your potential goes quiet. Then presence fades. People sense they can test you, bend your word, negotiate your limits. The world reacts to the energy you hold. Average men stack micro defeats, not big crashes, constant little give-ins. It corrodes identity from inside. You watch others claim space that should be yours, speak firm where you hesitated, get chosen while you waited for validation. That's where it hurts. Deep down you know, not lack of ability, lack of standards. Continuing is choice. Repeating weakness is choice. Every choice has consequences. End of pretty explanations. You can unpack the past, analyze trauma, blame environment. None changes this. Today, who executes is you. Responsibility isn't motivating. It's heavy. It kills the easy exit. Own your here from your repeated decisions and excuses die. The protected version dies with them. Nobody's rescuing you. Nobody wakes up for you. Nobody holds your standards when you're tired. Discipline isn't emotion. It's rule. Identity in action even when uninspired. That's the shift. Rely on willpower, you oscillate. Rely on mood, you negotiate. Responsibility builds structure. Structure builds predictability. Predictability builds inner power. Few accept this. Responsibility means killing old versions. It hurts. New results with old behavior doesn't work. Spectacular isn't adding techniques. It's eliminating weak patterns. Every elimination hurts. Hurts cutting distractions when brain begs relief. Hurts training when body begs rest. Hurts standing ground when old you wants to please. protect comfort, you protect mediocrity. A version of you must die, the one that settles, negotiates word, reacts to environment. It won't leave quietly. It fights, spins excuses, says you're overreacting. Most back down. Killing pattern means silence, temporary loneliness, constant discomfort. Growth was never comfortable. Never. Comfort as path is fantasy. Emotional authority is built crossing discomfort, not avoiding it. Discipline alone isn't enough. Deeper change needed. Number 6. Real change is identity. You're still fixing behavior. Wrong. Behavior follows identity, not reverse. See yourself as trying to improve, and you'll allow repeated fails. Triers can fail. Beers hold. A disciplined man doesn't decide to train. He trains because it's who he is. No heroics. Standard. Want spectacular? Stop eternal construction thinking. Act like the man who already decided who he is. Posture before results. Rules before emotion. Word before will. Alignment starts. New inner narrative pulls behavior. Drop victim. Posture shifts. Stop self-negotiation. Presence rises. New identity gets tested. Environment tests change. Many fold. World reacts different when you react different. Inner change is silent. Outer effect is visible. Stop negotiating limits. People notice. Deliver on word energy shifts. No uncontrolled reactions room measures words. Not magic. Consistency. World tests insecurity, pressures doubt, ignores hesitation. Hold posture in silence and shift happens. Not louder voice. Less talk. More backbone. Fewer interruptions. Less subtle disrespect. Less manipulation. Presence sets limits before words. New posture demands maintenance. Not one good day, not one intense week, repeated standard. Many fail here want respect without the weight. Last obstacle isn't outside, it's inside. Rescue illusion ends. Watch 1,000 videos, read books, understand psychology. Decisive moment, discomfort hits. You versus you. You already know what to do. Train tired, study unmotivated, cut weakening distractions. Problem was never ignorance. It was negotiation. Negotiate fatigue. Negotiate laziness. Negotiate fear of displeasing. Every internal deal reinforces old pattern. Brutal truth. Nobody's coming to discipline you. Nobody sets limits for you. Nobody holds your word stricter than you must. You repeat because you still like the comfort you criticize. Cling to weak version because familiar. Decide, stay average or eliminate the pattern for good. Decision is structural, not emotional. Moment you stop trying and start sustaining. Turning point, not shout, not explosion, quiet resolve. Look at patterns and say done, not motivated, because same costs more than change. Inner decision needs no audience, no applause. Happens when you set non-negotiable personal rules. No failing twice straight, no negotiating training. No distractions before priorities. No accepting disrespect disguised as joke. Simple rules. Brutal consistency. Stop negotiating with yourself. Posture shifts. Word gains weight. Presence claims space. No announcement needed. Change shows. Emotional authority born here. Emotion stops driving. Discomfort stops excusing. Discipline stops being phase and becomes identity. Spectacular isn't impressing the world. It's stopping shame in the mirror. Inner chump doesn't die in rage. Dies in repeated standards. Dies in sustained decision. Dies when you see life rises only when your bar rises. You need less negotiation, not more info. Tolerate weak patterns. Live small version. Decide your word is internal law. Everything aligns. Comment no negotiation if you got it.